Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Let's Play series. So, I've done some work to the paths here, and I've also got two little farms set up. What just happened there? Creeper, no, you can just disappear. Thank you. I've done a lot of work around here to try and get the paths sorted, and I'm really happy with the path design that I've chose. I just need to replicate the same up here, which we're actually going to work on a build today. I've also got a few miniature farms set up there. I needed a sugarcane farm, and I've got a cactus farm over there as well. So we're going to build some horse stables today for this fella right here. So if you guys want to give him a name in the comment section, that'll be very much appreciated. And also, if you want to name any of my tools and armor, names will also be appreciated for that as well. So this should be everything that we're going to need for the build. Don't question the slabs. I was making barrels, okay? But let's get straight to work. I'll redo this path as well once I've built the horse stables, but the location I'm on about building is somewhere up here. I might try and... Oh, this land probably needs flattening out or maybe even terraforming a little bit. I might try and raise the land here. That might be pretty cool. That's going to require a lot of dirt, though, which, if I'm honest, I don't think I have enough of. Never mind, I've got absolutely loads of dirt. There we go. So I got to work on placing a load of dirt, making the land that I was going to build the horse stables on a perfect height, and it was ready to build. And that should be plenty of room. Oh, wait, I need to fill this bit here. So let's start planning the shape of this. I'm probably gonna... Okay, let's start from this side. So let's have a log there. We'll have a 5-block gap and then another log, another 5-block gap, then a log, and then the exact same again here. I might have to clear that out a little bit, or I could push the build forward. I don't know how long I want this to be. I might have to start chopping out this bit of land over here, but we should be okay. Actually, yeah, I'm going to have to chop some of this out. Don't know how much I'm going to need to chop out, but I'm going to need to chop out a fair bit. Oh, this is going to be a bit of a problem here. Working with big terrain like this is... a little bit tedious, but I'm just hoping we can make it look good, or look a little bit more natural at some point. Kind of getting there a little bit. Looks a little bit more natural now. Probably time to trim this back just a little bit, though. How's that looking? Despite the blocks, I think once the grass grows on that, it will look tons better. Okay, so this is the idea that I've got in mind. So basically, when I walk up this path, I want the path to sort of curve round like this. Maybe we'll have some kind of garden feature here at some point. And I want to make it so that the middle of it we can walk through, and then we'll have horse stables on the sides. That's the idea, at least. So judging by the size of this is going to be a pretty decent build. So what I've done is these ones in the middle here are 8 blocks tall, or 9 blocks, I can't remember. I think it's 8. And then these ones are 6. So, yeah, I want it to sort of have a gradual roof, and then this bit get a little bit taller, so it's got a bit more of a central point. So let's get working on the roof frame, just so I know where we're at. And for that, I'm going to use birch, stairs, and slabs. Actually, I might use slabs on this bit. I might have to make these go a little bit taller, but let's see if we can start off somewhere with the stairs. Yeah, this is probably going to have to get a little bit taller, so let's maybe go up to there. Ooh, after some trial and error, I think I've nailed that. I wanted to get more of a curved shape at the top there, so I want this bit to sort of attach before that roof starts. I think I've nailed that. I think that's going to look pretty good. And now it's time to try and do it on the other side. Okay, I've had no choice but to attach it. I think that will work. I was trying to go for a different design where it attached lower. I might try and go for less of a incline. Try and go for maybe 2 instead of 1. And I don't want to die by missing my fireworks because I've got 519 levels. And for those wondering where I got those levels from, don't forget, I have a gold farm. I've just been AFK there. Okay, how does that look? It's a little bit better, isn't it? I think. I just don't like saying that. That's going to come over underneath. So, like that. It's a little bit better, right? Let's just go with it and see what happens. Let's not overthink the building, because that's where I struggle. If I start overthinking what I'm doing with a build, I just won't ever finish it. And I'll probably get put off by doing it. So I say, let's just roll with it. I'm thinking of doing on the inside of the roof a spruce sort of style. So like it'll be birch into spruce. I think that'll look quite nice. Just to give it a bit more shape. What if we instead got rid of... it wouldn't work. It's half slabs. Maybe we could just add an oak log there to make it look like it's attached to something. Oh, guys, come on. I'm in the middle of building. I don't want to be disturbed, okay? Can you please go away? That'll be great. I'll stand here, and you guys just shoot your captain, and then I'll take you out. It's pretty easy, isn't it? Keep going. Shoot your captain, not me. There we go. Keep going. Yep. Yep. There we go. Yep. Keep going. There we go. Thank you very much. I've just placed this here just to remember the fact that I've actually used a captain as a shield, so that'll be quite nice. All right, let's fill the roof in. Actually, before I got distracted, I was in the middle of trying to plan out the interior for a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make little marks of where I'm going to want the fences to connect to, because in between these are going to be fences. And I'm not too sure if I'm going to pillar these up yet, but I'm just trying to make the interior not as awkward with the trapdoors. So maybe something like that on the corners so that the fences can connect here. It's a bit of a small space for a horse, but it will work. And then the fences would connect to all of these, and then we'll have fence gates in the middle. Although this one doesn't have a middle, so maybe we would have fence gates here or something. I don't know. Okay, now it's time to fill in the roof. And for that, I'm going to need some spruce stuff. Please tell me this is a full block. Ah, it's not. It's a half block. Okay, well, what I might do then is I might... I'm trying to think. Let's do it on the same level as the logs. And then, yeah, maybe have a middle block like this. And I'm just thinking, trying to do a bit of a design here where I can have a log connecting the roof like this. And I'm going to do this in strip spruce. And I'm going to leave this open just because I think it looks nice. Okay, I want to see how this looks from the side. It doesn't look too bad. Yeah, I like it. I actually really like it. I'm not too sure if I like the flatness of the spruce. I might have to try and spruce it up. You get me? That was a bad joke, I'm sorry. But yeah, overall, I think we're on to a winner design here. I've just freestyled this. I didn't even plan this in creative mode. I'm just going and seeing what works. That's what I'm trying to do more of in this series. I don't want to plan in creative. I just want to be able to just jump on the world and just build whatever comes to mind. Because I feel like if my building skills are going to improve, I've got to learn how to freestyle because I don't want to have to plan every time. And obviously, in some circumstances, you will have to plan. For example, if you're doing things like crazy organics or something like that, that will require a lot of planning. Yeah, in the meantime, I think we're all right doing this. Okay, I think this is coming on really well, but I'm going to have to figure out how to add more details to it because it does look a little bit bland at the moment. But like I said, in all due course, it will all work out. So let's just keep going. And one thing I will need is the lighting inside, and I've already got an idea for that. I'm just going to use some sea lanterns in the floor with some brown carpets on top of them because eventually I'm going to add podzol and coarse dirt and things like that inside of there. In fact, while I'm thinking about it, the sooner that I can rough up the inside of it, the better it will be for me. So let's just grab some bits of dirt and things that will look quite natural. And maybe some gravel. And let's just get it done, because the sooner it's done, the sooner I can move my horse inside. And that so far is looking pretty good, to be honest. I just want to see if I can... Okay, these are in a bit awkward positions. Where's my wood gone? Ah, there we go. Yeah, I forgot I put it back. I just want to see if I can put all these up to the top. Yeah, it's a full block, isn't it? Which is good, because I'm planning on just bringing these down like that. I don't know if I should strip these on the inside. Do I? Yeah, maybe. I might actually try that. Just to give it a bit of extra detail, I guess. And colour. There we go. I might use birch fences then, rather than the spruce ones that we're going to use, because it will match this a bit better. Alright, I'm actually quite impressed with how this is looking so far. I just want to get the fences in and the fence gates. And then we should be looking quite good. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to detail this yet, because now this is kind of an even number, but we'll play around with it and see what works. Doesn't matter if it looks a bit off, does it? I don't think so. The big question here is, do we use birch or do we use spruce for the fences? Let's have a look. Let's test it on this side, and then let's test it on this side. What looks better? I'm feeling the spruce, to be honest. Yeah, let's do the spruce. So let's just go around like this. I'm trying to think how this would work. Would it be better if I had carpet on top of these fences or just using a fence gate? Because if I recall, horses won't fit through fence gates, right? All right, I think it's time for you to come and see your new home. Look at this. I built you this nice stable. You might have some friends here very soon. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these can jump over fence gates, right? So I think the thing is, will these escape is the question. I'm going to need... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to actually need fence gates just so I can get in. I don't really need the carpets. So maybe I'll do fence gates like that. Can these get through a one block gap is what I want to know. No, they can't, which is fine. But I want to know if it's going to escape. And I think that is the interior practically complete. I think it's looking quite nice. There was a bit of an issue over here, though. Which... Oh, no, it's the same on both sides, actually. I thought there was an issue here with the gaps, but it looks okay, I think. Maybe we could connect that with a stair. Let me try that real quick. Oh, that works. That actually works. Yeah, let's do that. Just a bit of a detail. I think I'll add more of these details over time when I come up with the details. Like, I'm probably going to include some hay bales and stuff into here as well. But as far as details are concerned, especially for the early start of a build, I think this is looking quite cool. So yeah, name suggestions in the comments. I will pick one for next episode. Same with my tools and armor. That would be very much appreciated. And in terms of the exterior details, I think we will wait to add more to it. But for now, I think this build is looking quite good, to be honest. Actually, there is one more thing I'm thinking about doing here. I'm on about... I don't know how high I want this to go. But I'm thinking maybe from that block there. So, like, have a block there. And then we could maybe make some kind of detail going up like this into the middle. And then starting the same off here. And then doing that. I wonder how that will look. Does it ruin it? Maybe it needs to go a bit higher. Let's try here. What about that? I'm not entirely sure if that works, but maybe if I had more throughout the build, it might look better, but I think on its own, it just looks a bit weird. Maybe if it was connected to the top, it might work better. I don't know. Okay, now what about that? Oh, actually, I think now I've added all of them, it does look better. I don't know if I should have done it with spruce or if I should have done it with a different block just to match that. I might try and swap it out for birch or something. I think other than that, it looks fine. It's just the color of the wood I'm not too sure about because it just doesn't go well there. My inventory is getting very full. Okay, let's try birch, and then I'm thinking let's try oak and see what looks good. Okay, the big question here now is it the color? Yeah, I think the oak one needs to be the one. I think we need to use oak for it. Yeah, that looks a bit better, I think. Yeah. I like it. Any feedback on this build will be greatly appreciated in the comments because I'm always trying to improve my building, as you guys know. And yeah, it'll be very much appreciated. I'd like to know your thoughts. But I think for now that build is done for today. I also have something to show you guys as well. But first I'm going to have to sleep because the sun is going down. So when I've been able to get on in my spare time, I have been working on a nether tunnel design, which I don't know if I regret using because it requires a lot of expensive blocks. Especially deep slate because it's really hard to get. Let me just show you guys what I'm working on here so you can understand. Do you guys remember when I said I had a wither skeleton farm all the way down there? I can actually show you guys that right now, but basically this is functional and this might look a little bit weird for now, but I can show you the design in full in a creative test world. So this right here is the finished product of what I'm going for in the nether. This is the design that I'm going to use. Obviously, that's going to be like that. I'm thinking of plotted plants like this. I actually have a moss farm, so getting these won't be too difficult. But this is the idea. This is what I want the tunnels to look like. And I had packed ice here originally, but I spent ages gathering blue ice, so I've been using blue ice instead. Because my original plan was going to get a ton of packed ice and then craft it into that expensive stuff over there. But then I realized this spawns naturally, so I went mining for this for about 3 hours and got, I think, a shulker box and a bit more of just blue ice alone. But yeah, this is the design I am going with, and it's very expensive, but I think when I turn directions, rather than me having to actually turn on the same level, I'm going to make it go up. So let's say, I don't know, for example's sake, this is where I'm going to turn. I'm going to have it so like the ice is on this level here rather than it being on the same level as here, just so it's a bit easier. I'll have to obviously break and replace the boat again, but that's the plan of it. Okay, I say let's have a little bit of fun here and go on a ride. So as I said, this tunnel is about 2,000 blocks long, probably just a little bit over, and look how fast we are traveling right now. If I hold F3, you can see practically how fast we're going. We're probably going 100 blocks or something like that every like a second and a half or something. It's really, really quick, this. It blows my mind, and I'm very, very happy with the way this has turned out. But this, like I said, is going to be a long-term project that I work on over time. And yeah, we're getting quite close now. Yeah, just 2,400 blocks it is. And then we can, I've not done this bit, but that's the end of the road. And then if I fly over this way, this is how I get to the wither skeleton farm. I'll just fly over here, then I can drop, and it's right underneath me just there. There's 28 skulls in here now. When I checked it last time, there was 0. Was that how much was stuck in the system? How many skulls can we get now? Oh, look at that. We got one already. This farm is just amazing. I love it. Look at how many there is. Look. Bosh. I just got another one. This farm, because it's manual only, it produces tons of skulls, and more skulls than I even know what to do with. But to be honest, I use this more for the bones and coal now. It was for the skulls, but I definitely use it more for this, because bone meal is a very big priority in this world. And now it's time to drive back. Or should I say ride back? It's not a car. It feels like one, but it's not. So eventually in the future, at least a year from now, I plan to have these scattered across the nether, leading to different portals. I was going to do this on the nether roof, but I feel like it's a little bit overdone. So I figured doing it at the top of the nether instead, and here we are. So there is one more build that I want to do for today's episode, and that is to make a custom nether portal with my portal up there. I have a bit of inspiration from Pinterest to do some kind of design and then make it look like the biomes of the nether are going to be leaking out. So that is the plan, and I'm not entirely sure how I want to do it because it is a little bit awkwardly placed. But I don't have to give it too much height. I'm thinking of increasing the height of the portal, maybe 5 blocks. And then from here, having stairs going all the way up to it. And then having pillars. And then, yeah, you guys will see what I've got planned. It's going to be nice. And I haven't planned it in creative either. So this is going to be another freestyle build. So I'm thinking for this build, I'm going to use polished deep slate. So let's make some more of that. I'm going to use some of the warped wood, and I'm going to steal my stonecutter from here so I can make some other blocks. Okay, now let's start by taking down the portal and moving it higher. So I'm thinking of having it about that height. So that's where it's going to start, and then I'm going to have stairs leading up to that platform there. So it's going to go up to the portal like that. I'm thinking of having it maybe 1 wider on each side, and then going up maybe, I don't know, let's say 7 blocks. And then having it connect like so. Now the question is it too big or too small? I think we can work with that, actually. That's a good size. There we go. And then let's get and light the portal up. Why, creeper? Come on. I'm busy trying to build a custom portal here, and you come and sneak up on me like that. That's not cool. So I'm going to try and mark out some of the pillar locations here just to try and get a rough shape for how I want it to look. Sort of like that, and then I'm maybe going to bring one out just there. So that's what I'm currently working with at the moment, but then I'm also going to want a frame around the portal, so let's try and get that in place as well. Now I'm thinking for a bit of colour, I'm just going to add these stairs on the corners, and then I'm going to send these trapdoors across like that. And then I'm going to send another pillar up here just to add a bit of depth. And I'm probably not going to make it as high, I'm probably going to end it with a stair or a wall like that. Okay, so this is what I've currently got so far. Now, obviously, I've got the stairs going up to the portal. I've got the circular frame around the side. And I've also added a bit of depth on the sides here. I think for the frame, I think this is pretty much close to being done. I might add a bit of depth up there somehow. But other than that, I think we're good. And I'm going to make it so, like, I'm going to have the nether biome sort of spreading out of it here. And I want to add more of the warped wood on the edges too, just because I think it will blend in quite nicely with the deep slate. So I'm going to do a slab just like that, a bottom slab for that matter, and an upside down stair, then another bottom slab, another upside down stair, and then another bottom slab. That's all it is. Look at that. Okay, so my next idea is this. How about we make some sticks, make some fences like that, and then maybe add a bit of pop of color on top of these walls here. What about that? Ooh, yes. That makes such a difference adding that pop of color in there. Look at us getting productive in this series. I like it. Oh, from a distance, that looks so good. But yeah, I've had to get more deep slate because I've run out. But let's try and do lanterns. Oh, we could do them there, actually. I mean, it would work, but let's try them on there. Does that look good? Yes and no. I think they might be better on this bit. I don't know, we'll have to see, but let's experiment. Let's do that side as, yeah, they don't look too bad on the fences, but what about this side on the other blocks, like here? Or I could add another wall and do a lantern on that. Let's stick with the lantern on the fences because it looks pretty good. Okay, so maybe not on every fence because it will be a bit overdone, but every few, I think that adds so much to the build. What did I do on the other side, actually? Because I added some on the sides here. Did I do them on the small? Yeah. Let's do them on... In fact, I'm going to add one up there as well, just because I think it will look good if I can reach it. Come on. Oh, look at that. I could reach. Yeah, it brings it to life. But what will bring it to life even more is when we get round to the biomes, which I'm very excited to do. But for that, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to have to wait until next episode for that. So, yeah, make sure you subscribe and turn notifications on so you don't miss the finished product of that custom nether portal behind me. Any suggestions will be greatly appreciated, and I'll see you in the next one.